Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So I actually went ahead and installed Android 10 on my Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And this is actually the first update that I think I've gotten on it since Android Pie. I don't even think I've put any security updates since then, which is probably not a good thing. But as you can see, Android 10 is on my device with One UI 2, and it took a long time. I think these updates were supposed to come in January or something like that, and eventually they got on these devices, which is okay. I think with the S9, they promised March or February, end of February, and it eventually got it, kind of. And it's funny enough, I didn't even know this got the update till I randomly tried to do that S20 versus a Note 9 comparison, and I just got the update today. So this update was a pretty big one. I think it was like a 1.5 gigabyte update, which is not a small one for sure. It's definitely a bigger one, and you're getting a couple cool features, and really you're getting two features that are really the major important ones that I really want to hit on. Other than that, there's like a bunch of like smaller little ones here and there, maybe some performance improvements here and there, but for the most part, there's two main features that I really want to hit on with this update. And the first one is, first of all, you can see that the overall way it looks and everything is pretty much the same. There's nothing too crazy that made this one update between the other one, besides the dark mode that I'll show you now. So within display, you can go ahead and enable dark mode, which makes the whole entire UI completely change into dark. So if you go into here, if you go into Play Store, for example, this will actually be dark, and that's really one of my favorite things. As you can see, it's still super choppy, but everything for the most part is dark. The messages is dark, phone calls is dark, really all the system elements are dark at this point. Even settings, and I love seeing the dark settings. I don't know why. There's something about that just makes me feel so happy. But that's really one of the major ones for sure. And the second one, as you can see, just from me messing around with it, would definitely be the gesture-based design that we have now. So before, as you know, we had to physically click those little like home button and recents and back button and all that stuff. But now with Android 10 and within One UI 2, we now have the ability to turn that off in favor for gestures. And you can still have that navbar button if you like it, but for the majority of you, I don't think you're going to. It's kind of an outdated design for sure. So if you go into displays and if you go into the navigation bar, you'll see that you have two new settings. Well, these settings were here kind of before, but it's completely different. So you have the navigation bar settings before, so if you click that, you can go ahead and get back that navigation bar if you want it. However, if you click on full screen gestures, that whole entire navigation bar goes away, and you're really just presented with a small little line at the bottom. But the cool thing is that you can actually disable that. That's gesture hints. You can disable that and get back to your whole entire scheduled program and pretty much have the entire display as a screen, so you no longer have a little navigation bar at the bottom, which in my opinion was a really annoying thing. I never really liked that, and it would just cause us so much screen burn. And actually, if I'm able to show you, and it doesn't even matter, but luckily my panel doesn't have that much screen burn-in, but I'm sure yours might have it. So luckily for you guys, this is now an option, and that's something that I really do like. And I think this might be the T-Mobile variant. I'm not really too sure. Maybe I'm able to see it within settings, because I do want to make sure you guys are able to get this update, because it is a pretty important one. So if I go here, if I go to software information, maybe, okay, so I don't even know which one this is. Maybe it's an unlocked one, I don't know. But those are the two main features that I saw that are really like game changing in my opinion. However, the overall performance and everything really is about the same as One UI 1. Like if I go into something, if I go into apps, it's really about the same. But the cool thing is with Android 10 is that the animations are so much nicer and they're so much more vibrant. I'll give you an example. If I go into Play Store, you see how it just bumps up onto the screen? With the Android 9 and like One UI and all that, it was really like a choppy experience. It didn't even look that good when I went into it. And if I actually like hop out and go into it, for example, it's just like a much more smoother experience. If I go into camera, it just kind of like bleeds into the UI and bleeds into the home screen. It just doesn't like come in and like just abrupts everything. Just notice how smooth those animations are. It's a humongous thing within One UI 2. And I might have a device here in One UI 1. And to give you an example, this is my Galaxy S8 in One UI 1. And if I click something, you see how it just kind of like just comes onto the screen. Like there's really not that smooth animation. I mean, it's a smooth animation for sure, but it's completely different. It just kind of like comes onto the screen like by like a transition. It just kind of fades in. Whereas on my Note 9, it's a completely different setup. It kind of bleeds in. That was a bad example, but it just like bleeds into the display. So it's not like a fade in. It's just kind of like bringing it up, and that's something I really do like. So if you have a Note 9, I would 100% recommend downloading it onto your device. Like I said, I got it over the air, but if you're not able to do it, you're probably better off installing it through Odin. That might be your best bet, but if you can't do it that way, then I would just say wait for like a couple days. Maybe you'll get the over the air eventually. It's kind of finicky all over the place. Battery life is going to be about the same too. There's not really that much of a difference there. The main differences are with those three things, the two main ones, dark mode and gestures, but also the smooth transitions are really nice too. So that's actually pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. my Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those things are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.